Hello beautiful caterpillars, and today we are doing a requested video by, what's your screen name? Chipmunk Man. Requested that if I could do a video. He was like, anyways, I was wondering if you could do like another video about contacts, showing like how you put them in / take them out and care for them, what products you use for your contacts, what kind and brand you wear, what it looks like close up your eye, your tips and tricks / experience, and what inspired you to get them if it's not too much trouble. No, it's not too much trouble. I'm sorry this took me a little while to make this. I kind of wanted to be like, I've been wearing contacts for like 1 month and this is what I've noticed so far. I know I have only been wearing them for a few months, 3 or 4 months now. And I don't per se am like the expert on all contacts wears and being like, this is what you need to do and blah blah. This is just what I find works for me, like I was saying. So let's get into the video. So the first thing I do is after I wash my hands, I dry my hands off with paper towel or like a lint-free towel cloth, like a lint-free, like a microfiber cloth, because you don't want lint on your fingers because you don't want it to get into your eye. So you want clean, nice clean hands. I just wash my hands, and then I always take the caps off before, like my little this. I always take the caps off before I go and wash my hands, and then I just leave them on, so then all I have to do is unscrew them so I don't actually know which one is left and right, and then I always take the lids off so I'm not trying to touch things. So the first thing I do in like watching people touch their eye, I suggest you don't watch this video because I'm going to show you guys how I put in my contacts, like I said in the intro. So there's my contact, if you can see it. I don't know, it's very very tiny. I have soft contact lenses, so I don't know how it works for hard contact lenses because there's different forms, but my doctor told me to use one that cleans, rinse, disinfects, and stores your contact solution. They're usually coming all in one. I feel like that's the most common that I've seen. So I take the contact in my hand and then I pour some solution on top of the contact and around it. Don't know if you can see that dripping contact solution anywhere. And then I just rub it around for about 10 seconds. Just to clean it all off and stuff. And then you want to make sure your contact is facing the right way before you put it in your eye. I'm just getting it everywhere. And how my doctor showed me how you can do that is you can put it in the palm of your hand right here and then like curl your hand up and see if it wants to curl inwards. See how it's like curling inwards? I don't know if you can even see my contact, but if you want it to curl inwards, that means that it's on the right way. If it doesn't, if it like curls outwards, then that means it's in the wrong order. He told me soft contacts, it doesn't really matter, but I think he said hard contacts definitely matter, and mine are monthly contacts. So I just take my eye like this. Oh, I've never done this without looking in a mirror. I just wiggle it around, and then, nope, it didn't go in. So it takes me sometimes a couple tries, and other times not. When I was first starting out, what I like to do to kind of help myself prepare, I held my eye open, of course. You always hold your eye open, either top or bottom. I like to do bottom. And then I would blink a few times because I always found out that I would be like blinking so much right before my contact would go in that it would just fall out immediately. So I tried to blink a few times before I put my contact in, but now my eye is used to it, so it doesn't really matter. So you just rub it around to make sure it's actually on there, and then you check it. I always check to make sure it's actually in my eye and not still on my finger, because sometimes it does stay on your finger. So that's how I put mine in. So I used to do like this and take it out. What I do is I also, of course, again, wash my hands again, always. I will have dumped out my old contact solution and put in new contact solution. And then to take them out, I just grab it. And then I just pull it out. I think it's still in my eye. So, yeah. I'm actually going to take it out because I need to have it in. I think it's in there. I don't know. But I always carry around my contact solution with me, and then I also always carry my glasses around in my purse with me if I'm going anywhere for the day, just in case I get something in my contact lens and it's irritating and I need to take it out. I need to put the other one in because this is really bothering me. But like lots of other people have different ways of taking and putting in contact lenses. That's just what I find works best for me. One of you guys had asked how I care for my contacts. I should probably go grab that. So there we go. And then I just put them in their little case afterwards. So I pull my eye down and then it falls out of my hands. Just kind of annoying because I'm taking forever to do this. Don't feel bad. I was told don't feel bad. Use lots of contact solution because you want to make sure your contact is super clean before you take it out. I put it in your eye because I mean that is going into your eyeball, so you don't want to put like gross dirty stuff in there. That's not going to go in. That was definitely folded. This is hard to do with like a mirror behind my camera. Is it in there? It doesn't feel like it's in there properly. Okay, well, there we go. That's how I put in my contacts. And depending on what kind of solution you use, there's lots of solutions out there. Try a few, see what you like. I've got a couple samples from my eye doctor, and for the most part, I really like Solo Care Aqua. This is the only one I've tried so far because some of them had like this white foamy stuff with it, and I didn't really like that because I always kept thinking it was dirt, and I was like, I don't want to put white foamy stuff in my eye. So you always want to make sure your contact is clean before you take it out, and then after you've taken out, make sure you put some more contact solution on your hand, swirl your contact around with your finger, and then put it back away in its little case. Mine comes with an R right here, so I know this is the right one, and then the white one is the left one. So make sure you put them in the right spots. And I mean, if you did put, let's say you always put it this way or something, you guys just switch the caps if you accidentally put them in the wrong thing. So also, you are never supposed to sleep with your contacts in. They can really dry out your eyes. I was told if I ever do that, to blink, don't immediately wake up and take your contacts out, to blink a few times and kind of get some moisture back into your eye because it will have dried onto your eyeball because it needs the moisture and because your eyes aren't blinking. So yeah, you can also put this stuff in your eye if your eyes are really drying out and stuff, and use that. So when I first started, my eyes kind of got a little more drier, so after I always put like, you're not supposed to use the drops that I had with contacts, so read the bottle, make sure it's like, don't use with contacts. So I'd take my contacts out and then put like lubricating eye drops because my eyes would always dry out. I sometimes can feel my contact in my eye, and that bothers me. At the beginning, I was kind of like, yay, because then I know it's actually in there, and the other one, I can't feel it, but for the most part, I can't feel them in my eyes. Like, I have no idea if they're in there or not. Like, I can see, so obviously they're in there, but like, I don't feel them, which is really nice. When my eyes do get tired though, I do start to feel them, and then I'm like, I need to rip them out. So like I said, I just take my eye, pull down the lens, and then pop it out. Because I don't actually want to take it out. I did try it, but then it did come out. So like, it can't see the greatest, so my hands aren't the cleanest now. But I always wash my hands, paper towel. I always have my stuff set up, so I always have the cap off this, and then I will screw the lids off these. And then after I've put my contacts in, I always take out the solution and dump it out the previous night before, and then put it back in. And what I was told for my contacts anyways, this is just my doctor told me, that since they're monthly, if I don't wear them like every single day, if I'm just wearing them like once or twice a week or something, that I could probably get away with. I don't have to change them out every month. Then she was like, you can wear them like just, you know, because they're both made for like 30-day use, but if you're wearing them every single day, then yes, change them monthly. So I usually change mine at the first of the month, but if I don't wear them a lot, then just to make sure, check every so often to make sure that there's still contact solution in your little thing, because you wouldn't want it to dry up. That's what I was told. So yes, like I said, I try to carry this around with me, and then I also have my glasses in their case as well in my purse, just in case anything happens, because you never know when something's gonna happen. I was out on a boat actually on my holidays, and I think I got like mascara or something in my contact solution in my eye, and I didn't have my glasses with me, and it was bothering me, and I just had my like contact solution with me to take. I don't think my glasses got put in there, or I had my glasses but I didn't have sunglasses to wear with my glasses, so I was like, I'm not taking them out. So I went into the bathroom and I leaned over, which I never recommend doing it over a sink. I always try to do it somewhere where it's not my sink. I usually do it in our laundry room. There's like a ironing board. I don't recommend you put your contacts in over the sink, because it could fall out or fall out of your hand and down the drain it goes, and it's really hard to find them because they're really clear. So try to put them, you know, somewhere colorful, so if they drop out of it, you can find it easier, because it is so hard hunting for your contacts, and it would suck if they went down the drain because they are expensive. So anyways, as I was saying, I took them out and I like rinsed it off in like the contact solution, and then I put it back in my eye. So luckily I had that to be able to do it, because you can't use water on your contacts because it'll ruin it. So you have to use your contact solution. That's why they have contact solution. And you want to get one that's an all-in-one solution, so it cleans, rinses, disinfects, and stores your contacts. And it's also safe to put in your eye. Obviously you want to lubricate your contact before you put it in your eye, just to clean it, because even though it's been in the contact solution, it doesn't always mean that your contact solution could have something in it. And I have sometimes taken my contacts out and there'll be like little specks of dirt on it. I'm like, good thing I need to wash this. So just have a clean hand, put your contact solution on the contact, and then on the area around your hand. You can use lots, don't feel bad about using it. You know, the more the better, because you want your contact more lubricated, A, and B, you want it as clean as you can possibly put it in. You don't want dirt to put in your eye, because if you have dirt behind your contact, it irritates the crap out of your eye. You will know as soon as you got dirt or something stuck behind your contact. Like, don't do it. I was also told if you're going somewhere like where there's going to be a lot of dust and wind, don't wear your contacts, because then if you get something stuck behind your eyes and you're wearing contacts, it's really annoying and really painful, and you can't really rub your eye because you don't want to like send the contact behind your eye, because there is, you know, that can happen. You can get it stuck behind your eye. But for the most part, like if you move your contact around, it does go right back to on your eye where it should be, which is really nice. And what kind of motivated me to get contacts, I thought about it for quite a few years about getting contacts, but I was always nervous. I was like, I don't think I'll be able to touch my eye. And then I was talking to my mom about it, and I think my glasses got scratched up at school while I was in lab looking at microscopes. So my mom was like, maybe you should look into getting contacts. And I was like, yeah, that would be a good idea. And I've thought about it for years, but I was like, I don't think I could touch my eye. And then one day I had something in my eye, and I was like touching it, and I was like rubbing it around. I was like, I had like mascara all like, or makeup all up in like the tear duct of my eye here, so I was like pulling that out, and I was like, well, if I can do that, then I can clearly touch my own eyeball. Like, it's not that gross of a thing, but I think that's a lot of people's fear. They're like, oh, I can't touch my own eyeball, and I felt like the same way before that too. But you just kind of have to get used to like rubbing around your eye. Don't touch, like, make sure you have clean hands before you touch your eye, like go into your eyeball or anything, and don't like poke it, because you can scratch your cornea if you poke your eye too much. So be careful of that. And then also, when you're taking your contact in and out, you're actually technically not touching your eye. You're just touching the contact. Like, your eye never really comes into contact with your eyeball. But make sure you don't have like super long like fake nails, because then you could really like do some damage to your eye. I mean, once you know what you're doing, you can, but like I don't recommend having like super long nails when you're first starting out how to put contacts in. I didn't really go over this, but when I'm taking them out, I like pull the contact down a bit, and then I just squeeze with my finger kind of and pull it out. It does take a lot of practice. And when I first got my contacts, I've only had them for about 3 or 4 months now. I got them, I think, beginning of summer. But yeah, I also have astigmatism, I think it is. So like there's a part of my eye that like it has like a strip where it needs to be stronger, and so with my contacts, I think it's called astigmatism or something. The contacts, it's not always right there, so they don't always have like 100% clear vision. And at first that kind of bothered me. I was like, I can't see as well with my glasses. My doctor was like, well, that's because you have astigmatism or something, and you know, one part of your eye needs a stronger prescription than the other parts. So I can still see, but just not as clearly with my, like 100% as clear with my contacts. And then, so when I wear my glasses, he's like, it's always right where you need it to be, no matter where you turn your head. But when you turn your head with contacts, you know, it's a little different. But I always notice after I've taken my contacts out that I feel like my eyes have to work harder to see. They can't just look around. They have to go through the glasses then, and that's also kind of annoying. So when one of my contacts are kind of, like, I'm not going to say better for you, but like you get a lot of your peripheral vision back, because you're not just solely focusing on what you can see with the glass. Like you have to see through the glasses. So your glasses are quite limited from this side, you know, but your eye can see like things, and it's still clearly, like I can still see things, but like not as clear with the contacts. Because I have long distance, like I don't have very good long distance. I have good up close vision, but not like distance vision. So I don't know if I'm nearsighted or farsighted. I can't remember. There's like an opposite of the two. I guess it'd probably be nearsighted since I can't see far. I don't really know. This is what the box looks like that my contacts come in. It says that they're Midi Flex. Aqua 116 Toric. They're monthly silicone hydrating soft contact lenses for astigmatism. Yeah, so I do have astigmatism. And then it's Cooper Vision. So these are just the ones that my doctor ordered for me. I don't really know much about different types of contact lenses. This is just what my doctor ordered. So I was like, and I trust my eye doctor. Like he's very, very good at what he does. So if he says this is what I need, this is what I'm using. Never sleep with your contact lenses. I have never done it yet, but I always have this fear when I'm tired. I'm like, I can't shut my eyes. We cannot fall asleep with our contacts on. And then I was told you're not supposed to wear them for more than like 8 hours. Like, don't wear them for 8 hours. But the lady who was showing me the demonstration, she was like, I wear them from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed. So she was like, don't wear them for more than like 8 hours because your eyes do need a chance to breathe. And I always notice that when it's time for my contacts to come out, sorry if you can hear my chair making all those weird noises. I'm not tooting, I promise. It is my chair just rubbing against things. So as you can see, there's my chair. What was I saying? Right, yes. So when my contacts are ready to come out, because you can tell, like, I just want to, like, scratch my eyeballs out. That's when I know I need to take my contacts out. Like, your eyes will start getting, like, super tired, or, you know, I feel like my eyes get super tired. Like, you kind of know when your eyes have had enough of the contacts. And like I was saying, it would take me, like, I was saying before, I think I was meaning to say this, but like when I first got my contacts, it took me forever to put them in. Like it was 20 minutes and I maybe had like, I kept trying, but it kept falling out and it wouldn't get in my eye. So what I like to try to do just to keep my eye, before when I, you know, couldn't put my eye in, if I noticed I blinked a lot when I was putting in my contacts. So right before I'd go, I'd have it like right here, and then I'd blink my eye a whole bunch of times, and then I'd put it in, because I'd be like, hey, we blink, 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 blink. Okay, now hold the blink, I'd be like, blink, 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 and then I'm like, okay, hold it, and now put it in. Like, boom. That would be kind of the best way I did it. And it always took me like forever to put them in and forever to take them out. So don't feel guilty when like you're just starting to learn. Like, it just takes practice. It just takes a little while. You'll eventually get the hang of it, you know. So, but I absolutely love my contacts, and especially because it's so nice to just buy a pair of sunglasses and not need to be like, do they fit over my glasses? It's just like, they fit on my face. Yay. Like, it was so nice getting the freedom to actually have like cool sunglasses, because normally I have like type of sunglasses that go over my glasses and they're not always the stylish looking And it can be quite annoying because they don't quite fit, but now I'm like, yay! So if there's any more questions you'd like to know about contacts, I mean, I'm not obviously the most knowledgeable, and if you do have questions, you can always speak to your optometrist about getting contacts, you know, because they would be more knowledgeable if contacts would work for you or not. They let me try mine for a couple weeks to see how it was, and I think I had them in the wrong eye at one point because I was like, I can't see, I hate it, and then my doctor like switched them around for me, and he was like, yeah, we must have got them switched. So be careful you don't switch them around. Some prescriptions it doesn't matter, but I have one eye is stronger than the other, so like each eye is different. So it does matter for me because one eye can see great and the other one's like, I can't see anything, it's so blurry because I have it in the wrong eye. So make sure you don't switch them around. And if you do accidentally put the wrong one in the wrong case, it's just a matter of switching the caps around. But I really like ones that have, you'll either come with an L or an R on yours, and like usually the two caps are a different color. So yeah. And I recommend changing these about every time you change your contact solution bottle. You should change your glassware thing because it can get really dirty and gross and stuff. So yeah, if you have any questions or want to know anything more about contacts, let me know and I will try to answer them to the best of my knowledge, or maybe make a second video about them. But I hope you guys found this video helpful. And yeah, again, talk to your optometrist. They are, you know, the best person to go to this for contacts because they are all about the eye and everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you later. Goodbye, beautiful butterflies. Bye. Chipmunk man, I hope that answered your questions.